back to daytime.
What
are you doing?
It's a nerdy show today.
Oh my goodness. Well,
like
if buying and supporting local is important to you, like it should be.
Yeah.
Because it's a symbiotic. There's a nerd term for it. It's a symbiotic relationship, right?
It's a big word.
Yeah, it's a good word. It summarizes, the give and take with our local farms, and how we help. And how they help us. We are here with Katrina Anderson from Kinburn Farms.
Hi.
So good to have you here, Katrina.
Hi,
Thanks
Katrina.
for having me.
So can you tell us a little bit about Kinburn Farms itself? You're a family-owned farm, or?
Yeah, we're a family-owned farm. My grandfather had the farm in the 70s, and then my parents bought it, and then we bought it again in 2010. And I left the government in 2012 to start farming. So now we raise beef and pork and free-range eggs and organic vegetables. And we give workshops just to help teach everybody as much as we can to grow their own food.
Where exactly is it? I know. So obviously Kinburn.
So Kinburn is about 20 minutes past Canada. It's about 30 minutes from Centertown.
Okay. And can people go to the farm and buy from the farm directly?
Oh, for sure.
Yes.
We have a farm store. We welcome people to come. Our hours are posted on the website.
Okay.
We're open 11 to 1 on Saturdays for our winter hours, and then it'll change in the summer. And that's one of our huge things is we want to be totally transparent and have people welcome the farm.
Right, and talk to the farmers. How it's so wonderful to be able to speak with the farmers themselves, and you can tell us a little bit about what you're growing, how you're growing it, and as parents, how important is that to know that, to know where our food comes from?
It's really important because then you see the whole food system and you're aware of the carbon footprint that you're supporting.
Right.
You get to know if people are, a lot of times labels can be misleading, but when you talk to the farmer, you actually know if they are applying something. And the great thing as well about buying from local farms is you're also supporting the local community. So one thing that was really important to us when we started farming is we wanted to support other local businesses. So everything we do is within 15 kilometers. So all of our wood for all of our barns is from the local mill, and all of our vehicles that we purchase are from within 10 kilometers. Our local hardware store is where we buy everything. So when you're supporting local farmers, you're also supporting the whole local community and infrastructure.
Symbiotic.
Amazing.
See that?
Symbiotic. There it is.
Nice. Right out there.
So obviously, winter's got to be a tough time to own a farm.
Still tricky,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the good news is that spring is around the corner.
Yay.
Until we get another 50 centimeters next week or something ridiculous. But
winter can be tricky.
You've got some gardening workshops coming up, some spring growing.
We have our most popular one is Digging In, and that's coming up in April. We're holding it 2 days. And basically it's teaching people how to go from just having lawn to putting in a garden. So how to dig your edges, how to remove sod, how to check your soil, how to add amendments, how to plan your garden based on square foot gardening, how to do string lines, when to plant, when to water, when to harvest, organic pest control, everything you need to grow your own food.
Right, yeah, we did our first garden last year, and we tapped into grandparents, so everyone who has
wonderful knowledge.
Yeah, so you ask them, but then you so it's not just for first-time gardeners.
No. It's for and there's different. I kind of gauge. I'll start the workshop, and everyone will share where they're from and their experience, and then from that I can kind of gauge and set the workshop so it's really tailored to each individual's.
Any tips you can give for people that have a smaller spaced garden? Like
vertical gardening.
Vertical
gardening is huge. Yeah. So things like tomatoes, cucumbers, peas, you can grow vertically. Also, really watch the calendar of when you're seeding stuff, because a lot of crops will be coming out, and then once they're out, there's empty space. You can put other stuff in.
Okay. I also wanted to ask you about CSA, Community Supported
Agriculture.
Can you talk a little bit about that? What it is? Yeah.
Sure. So that's a great business model, and what it is people end up buying a share in the farm in the spring, like for the vegetables, for example.
Okay.
And then they commit to buying a certain amount of produce for a certain amount of time, and then we know how many seeds to plant, so nothing is wasted.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And then we do a meat CSA as well, which is year-round, and that's a great opportunity because it gives people access to local meats year-round, but it also tells me how many animals to breed, when to process. We have limited freezer space. I mean, I have 8 huge freezers, but they're still always full. But it's great. So in February, when it's hard and the customers aren't coming, I still have a guaranteed income. We deliver to Ottawa twice a week. We have 4 locations that we deliver, so you don't have to go far out of your way, and you still get to eat local, delicious meat.
So do you pick up your meat frozen?
Yes, everything's frozen.
And labeled, and so I'll
say labeled, government stamped, and then with the CSA program as well, we really monitor it to the season. So in the summer, you'll get a lot of barbecue, a lot of steaks and sausages and pork chops, and then throughout the winter, it's more roasts and stewing beef to kind of go with those warm, hearty meals you want.
For the vegetables, are there different sharing options? Like if we're a larger family, so maybe I would need a lot more vegetables than, a two-person family might.
Yeah,
So,
there's 3 share options. There's
Okay.
a small, medium, and large basket. And we deliver to 4 locations, and we harvest on Tuesdays and Fridays. And the great thing about the veggies is we harvest in the morning and you get them that afternoon.
Wow.
So
Oh, isn't
there's
that
no
great?
carbon footprint, and they are fresh, so you have
Okay.
to wash the soil off them.
That's
So
wonderful.
tell us about your organic. You obviously grow organic. You think it's very important that organic is something that's happening right
Yeah,
now.
our veggies, all of our seeds are organic. We get them from Greta's Organic Seeds because we, again, want to buy local. Yeah, organic's important just because of the health issue. And as well, there's so many side issues. So when you're using all kinds of spray on your garden, you're going to be affecting the bees, and the bees are what you want to come to cross-pollinate your squash. So it's really important.
So as a consumer, when you say organic, that means 0 pesticide has been used or a lower amount of pesticide has been used?
Well, certified organic is 0 pesticide.
0 pesticide.
Yeah.
Okay.
But again, I just encourage people to know their farmer and to go and really see their farming
And
practices.
talk to them, yeah.
Yes.
Because we're great.
Yeah.
You are great.
Yeah,
now
farmers
tell
are
us about
great.
these great workshops that are coming up. The dates. Of them.
Okay. Well, we have
this
we
here.
have a sowing your seeds workshop, which is where we teach people first of all how to plan your seeding so that you're harvesting correctly, how to physically seed the seed trays that would work best for you, watering, light, transplant techniques, and then we have this weekend actually we have our chicken workshop, how to raise backyard chickens for people who might
Wow.
want their own eggs. Yeah, it's
What if you
great.
just want a chicken as a pet? Like, can I come to this workshop and learn how to just
Sure,
raise
but you
chickens?
have to have at least 5 because they like to
Oh,
be
you have to
together.
have at least
They
5
like.
chickens.
What do you mean by be together?
Well, you can't just have one
You
chicken.
can't have one chicken.
Wow, sounds like a.
Yeah, it's like a
A
This
party.
wild-
is a family
It's,
show.
it's
Wild
like
time.
party or no party. You know what I mean? Pick your chicken. Chickens or not.
Yeah, wow. That's
And then
that's
there's also a
crazy
hobby
party.
farm workshop, which we do for people who have a bit of land and just want to start growing
Nice.
more of their own food and be more sustainable.
That's great. And if you're not going to grow or start your own seedlings, we can come to the farm and buy.
Yes, we're going to have our seedling sale end of May, beginning of June.
So
Okay.
a lot
Yeah.
of good
And all the
information.
basic vegetables.
And a
for
lot of
growing.
goodies. Like you brought some of the stuff. here
Yeah,
that
all
you-
of this stuff is from our farm.
Yeah.
A lot of times we have so much bounty that we end up canning stuff.
Right.
Good.
So there's pumpkins and beets, and this is about our CSA
Healthy stuff.
here.
That's
And
awesome.
Yeah, the CSA is great because it's over 34 different kinds of vegetables this year.
That's so great. You have a great website and a great newsletter too. So
Oh,
people
thank you.
can
Sign up
subscribe
for the
too.
newsletter.
Yeah.
Yes.
So thank you so much for being here, Katrina.
No problem. Thanks for having
And a
me.
lot of great information, right?
Yep.
We-
KinburnFarms.com, by the way, the website.
We are coming back. Oh, this is going to make you nervous. We
Yes.
are back with Canada's one of Canada's most outstanding principals.
That means she's strict and scary.
Get ready, Dylan. We'll be back
The
with some more
opposite.
daytime.